dolls, and welcome back to another Sims video. We are in Create a Sims with a Create a Sims challenge. We are doing Toddler to Elderly challenge, which is actually not the real challenge. The real challenge is Toddler to an Adult challenge. So yeah. I decided to add in the elderly because I thought, you know what, it'd be cool to see what she would look like if she was an old lady. So I hopped in, and at first I was not going to make her a redhead. I was actually going to make her some other color hair, but then I'm like, you know what, let's just get in and see what color hair would come up when I press to make a toddler. So I hopped into creative and I made a toddler, and she ended up coming up with actually red hair. Now I could have just changed it, but I thought, you know what, she actually looked really cute and adorable with it, so I decided to keep the red hair. So she ended up with the red hair. That's the hair that actually she was like when I pressed to make a toddler, that's the hair that came with it, and I'm like, you know what, that looks really cute on her and I really love it, so I'm keeping it. So this is Diana Darling, and we are going to be aging her up. Now when I do the aging up part for her, I practically create her twin. Now I create her twin and then I age that twin up, and that's pretty much her. I make sure that when I create her twin, that the twin looks exactly like her, and then I age her up. And when I created her twin, it looked exactly like the toddler. So I'm like, okay, yeah. So I aged her up, and so I think it came out really good. I gave her green and blue eyes. She has red hair. When she's a baby, like you guys saw, she has a pacifier. She has a blue little sweater, which is cute. She has little green bow in her hair. So she was like really cute. I gave her freckles on her nose, and I gave her eyelashes. And then moving on to her being a child, I of course did her twin and then aged up the twin. Now the thing is, when I watched the other person who did the challenge, they did not play around with the genetics thing, making the twins just like that. The twin doesn't look exactly like their twin, so there was a chance that she wouldn't even look like her twin. But when I did it, it looked exactly like her twin, so I aged her up, and it ended up being a boy. And I had to change her gender, but I think this looked exactly like Diana when she was a toddler. Like, I feel like that if I aged that toddler up, it would look exactly like her as a child. That's how she would age up to be. I felt like that's what she would be if she aged up. And so I gave Diana the same color hair, but different, and I gave her this bow in her hair because I wanted her to keep the bow as a child, but she loses the bow after she's a child. She goes into her teenager and she doesn't have the bow no more. I gave Diana the active trait. I gave her both active traits because I felt like she was going to be very active, because I gave her the wild trait as a child when she was a toddler. So I thought maybe when she's older, she's going to be very active. So I kept her being active. Now, I put her in a dress when she was a kid, and then I thought maybe I should go back and change it, because I was going to put her in a sweater and jeans with shoes. But then I decided, no, I'm going to put her in a dress, and I put her in a dress, and then later on I realized that she's an active person, so she was going to be playing outside and stuff like that in a dress. But then I decided, you know what, I would just leave it as is. So she's in a dress as a kid, and then now that she's a teenager, I give her like little space buns, and her hair is short. At the bottom of her hair is kind of like tinted, like it's kind of like a light orange color. So she kind of like dyed her hair. She kind of like, you know, the whole teenager thing, they want different hair colors. So she gets like space buns, and her hair at the bottom is a different color, and I give her some makeup, and I give her a jean jacket and shirt, and I put on black ripped jeans, and I put her in boots. I gave her some boots, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of active, like she wants to go on a hike or something. So that's what I put for her. I gave her the same traits as when she was little, but for her first trait, I gave her loves animals, so she'll most likely be a vet when she gets older. I gave her the active trait and cheerful. Oh yeah, when she was younger, if you guys saw that, when I was close to her, nothing would happen, but when I backed away, you saw her arm bending in a weird way, and I do not know why that was happening. It was so weird, but it kept happening, and I don't know how to fix that. And I almost gave her leggings for her teenager self, but then I decided, you know what, I'm not going to do that, so I did not give her leggings because it didn't look that good on her. I thought maybe it would, but didn't. And then I changed and play around with her makeup for a while, and when she was little, I think I gave her some makeup, but not a lot, and I know how people are not that fond of people putting makeups on kids and toddlers like that. I didn't put makeup on the toddler. I gave her eyelashes though, but when she was a kid, I put makeup on her, but not that much. And then I did her makeup when she was a teenager. I feel like I did a good job on this. I felt like I just aged her up over and over again. Like I had the same sim and I was aging her up instead of making twins of her, because I felt like it came out very well. But you guys tell me down in the comments how you guys think she came out. Does she look exactly the same? Do you think it felt like I was just aging up the toddlers instead of like making twins, just like that? Now for the adult, I had a hard time finding the right twin to like create her, but I finally found one that looked kind of like her and aged her up into adult. Now I didn't do young adult because young adults and adults are pretty much one and the same, so I did not do her young adult phase, I guess you could say. So now we're on to the adult phase, and I had a hard time picking out her outfit for her being an adult. I didn't know what she would wear. Now when I did this, I made it from toddler to elderly. So you will be seeing me do her elderly side. I was gonna just do an adult all the way up until she was an adult, but then I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna take it one step further and I'm gonna do her as an elder. So I have a hard time picking her hair, but I do end up with, I go with this hair that is up in a ponytail and she has like bangs. Yeah, so I have a hard time picking out her hair because I didn't know what I want her to wear. I didn't want her to wear anything like too floozy or anything because she is older. I really did have a hard time making her as an adult, but I go with a outfit that kind of looks summery-ish, and then I put like boots on her. I also put on glasses when she is older, like her eyes got bad when she got older kind of thing, because she is aging and your eyes sometimes do go bad when you're aging. So I'm like, oh well, she's an adult now, so I feel like her eyes are starting to kind of go bad, so I put on glasses on her. I keep going like back and forth between like the toddler, child, teen, and adult to make sure like she looked exactly the same and stuff like that throughout the whole entire thing. And I feel like I aged up the same sim over and over again, even though I made like twins of them all and then aged them up. You guys are probably realizing that my system is a little bit different. Like I have 3 rows of things in Creative Sims. Like there's normally 2, but now there's 3. I have a lot of more custom content, and it's like kind of different. And that's because I am not on my computer, my laptop. I'm actually on my desktop. I actually got a new computer. So yeah, I went and did a lot of custom content shopping and downloaded a whole bunch of it, put it in my game. So yeah, that is pretty much why I have so much custom content and why I have 3 rows instead of 2, because I got a desktop computer. Now I can't record in my desktop computer like with voice and camera. That's because I don't have a camera and I don't have a mic, but I am going to get one this month, I'm hoping. How I'm doing this voiceover is I'm taking the video and putting it on a USB and putting it on my laptop and downloading the footage on my putting the footage onto my laptop and doing my editing and the voiceovers on my laptop, so I can do it since I don't have a mic on that computer. Yeah, that's how I'm making this video. But anyways, we're on to the elder. I gave her short hair because some elderly people have short hair, so I gave her short hair. I gave her kind of like a jacket that you would wear to maybe a job interview. I gave her jeans, and I give her flats. I wanted to keep her hair like red still, but I don't have any hair that like was like red with like gray streaks in it, so I'm like, okay, so we'll go fully gray hair. So I gave her short hair and I made her hair go completely gray. I gave her some makeup. I kept her freckles along the nose and cheeks. I gave her I kept her glasses. And yeah, that is pretty much it, my night owls. If you guys enjoyed this video, give this video a thumbs up. At the end, there will be pictures, so go and have a gander at those. And I will see all you beautiful night owls in the next video. Goodbye.
We'll burn down the night, coming just like the sun.